Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to today's live trading session. So this is going to be us basically trading gold on the spot. You can see we drew out certain level areas and I'm just going to basically walk you through my thought process as to why I think certain levels would hold on this particular analysis. I'm also seeing a third one down here that I'm going to be explaining below, but for now, let us just start from, the overall view of what I'm seeing on XAUUSD. Now you can tell gold has been buying for so long. It's just been digging, to the top 5,000, which is the highest we've ever seen. So my main interest now is looking for certain level points where I'll take, buy opportunities from, just waiting for reversals into certain level points where I'll be taking them from. If you're watching, this trade was already sent to our market color group. If you're not already part of that group, make sure you join. It is VFT valueflowtrading.com/market color. Now, this is the trade markup I sent to that Telegram community. First POI is already triggered, and we're seeing how this plays out. Okay, we're back here. So you can see that markup I shared on TradingView right here. I pulled that trade a bit late, but I'm still going to maintain the same stop loss because this is a 1:3 trade. So I'm looking to risk half of what I usually risk because I see multiple entries. Let's go back to MT4. So what is our stop loss here? Our stop loss on TradingView is 5,056. So I'll be placing that. For those of us who are totally new traders, don't worry. We're going to walk you through how to place this trade so that the next time we have a live trading session, you're going to be able to actively participate. So let's go back and confirm our take profit level, shall we? 5,102. Okay, so that trade has been placed. We are now waiting. You see, this that just happened is a typical example of why it is very important sometimes to use pending limit. If I had used that pending limit on that trade, it would have been in quite early, but that's fine. This is for the sake of this session that I'm currently streaming in live. Now, for those of us who are totally new to trading and you don't even know what we're doing here, you're wondering where to take trades from. When you basically open your MT5 platform, what you want to do is to click on new order, and then make sure the symbol that is showing is what you're trying to trade. Your stop loss can be put before or after, and then you just, place that particular trade. I see a couple of comments here. Gold. The markup was sent to the Telegram community earlier. Now, let me walk you through my thought process as to why I took this trade now that we've placed it, and why I also think there's another point of interest that may hold. So we know, I already said that earlier, but some of us are just joining. Gold has been buying for a very long time. Right now, my only intent is to buy gold. So I'm basically looking out for, buy structures. Going back to the 15-minute time frame now, you see how gold was buying, market opened, left this gap that price eventually came to, tap into. When it did that, this changed structure. So we had to wait for a new breakout structure in sync with what we're looking for to start to buy. That is why you see that this is a level point, because price broke through this structure point here, broke through. The swing leg that broke through that structure point left an order block that price will return into to mitigate. Left fair value gap and a bunch of diagonal liquidity. You see that, right? So this is why I'm seeing this as a possible POI, that when price eventually returns into this zone, we're looking to take trading opportunities from. If you now look below again, there's a third point of interest I'm watching out for. Do you see this level here, a previous resistance that could act as support? You see how I drew this line right at that spot here? Pay attention to this level as well. Price will come into this level and trade from here, although price already filled up this gap that it left when the market was open. But this is still a level where I think price, which when it gets to that point in future, we could be seeing trade opportunities from this zone. Now, this is why this is a point of interest, as you can see in the graph. Now, why is this another point of interest? Because we saw another breakout structure. What I'm trading right now is basically market structure, yeah? I don't just jump in when I see breakout structures. You want to look for confluences. So we saw a breakout structure here again. Price was buying, did this, but again, did this. We saw a breakout structure. This is the swing leg that broke through the structure point. Abi, let me take out this trend line so you don't get confused. The swing leg that broke through the structure point had an order block that price came back to mitigate. But not just that, it also has a fair value gap, which is two confluences. Yeah, two confluences around that zone. Then there is liquidity. Why? Price came, it wanted to mitigate this particular level, but it failed to do so. Instead, it continued to buy. This is now liquidity for me. So I knew price was going to come and tap into this zone, take out this liquidity, tap into this fair value gap, eventually tap into that other block before we see the buy continued. I take profit is right here. Do you understand my thought process as to why I took this trade? So this is POI1, POI2. And if price decides to dig deeper, my third point of interest is going to be right here. All right. So now we're just watching to see how this is going to play out. I'm going to drop a link in the Telegram community for those of us who are not active traders. I want you to open an account right now. Open a demo account if you have to for a start. Eventually, you'd start to fund your account and be able to actively trade with us. So let me just switch back to this. Okay, we're back. So while this trade is playing out, you can ask me a few questions you have. Would answer them. Who is in this trade with me though? I'd like to see, please signify, who is in this trade with me? Okay. Why is that, sir? Mr. Shea, I see you. Okay. So we're going to be watching. Do we stay live to watch how the trade plays out together? Or do we monitor and see what happens? Remember, the POI is POI1. If price decides to dig deeper, POI2. If price takes us out here and takes us out here, this is our next level of entry. That is 4979, somewhere around here is where we'll be targeting next. Price comes into this. We are giving it 3 shots. And that's why it is important to understand the idea behind risk management. You don't want to go into every trade just going wild. You understand? You have to plan your risk so that if, say, for example, your total dollar value for your daily trades is $100 or $150, spread that across opportunity, except for somebody who wants to take a trade a day. If that is your goal, by all means, go all out. But if you say your maximum trades per day is 2 to 3 trades, divide that total dollar value into those different opportunities so that you have more shots. And then the one that now plays out actually gives you a lot of money. So say, for example, for any reason, these trades get taken out. When price comes here, I'm looking to ride everything from here all the way back into this high. So money that will be lost will be made back and extra profits. Yeah, very possible. Okay. Well, we'll be watching to see how this plays out. So like we said, during in those videos that we made in the community, the new structure behind the new market color sessions is we have a Monday market color sessions, midweek session where we now come together like this to actively trade together. It could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, sometimes even Thursday, depending on when these trade opportunities come together. And then Friday, we'll now do a recap. We'll look at all the trades we took together and see how they played out. So you don't want to miss out on these sessions. Have this community pinned on your Telegram group. Yeah, have it pinned so that you're always up to date about what is going on here. Now, this trade may take a bit of time, so we may have to end the call shortly to see how it plays out, and then we'll just keep you updated. But yeah, pay attention to those 3 points of interest, and let's see how much we can make from this market today. My trade is still running. This is one of my small accounts being traded. All right. Do we have any questions though? Let me know before we call it a wrap. Remember, we're active, so even if we're not on call, we'll be actively texting, actively sending screenshots to the chats, to the Telegram community. Let me know if you have any questions before we end for this session. I'll continue with screenshots and just text. Mr. Moyo, do you have an active trading account that you trade on? Saint B, good afternoon. I think you just joined us. Okay. Are we enjoying this structure though? Do you think this will keep you on your toes to actively trade, not just, join the analysis sessions? We want you to, we're doing this for you. We're going the extra mile to ensure that everybody in the market color community who has an interest in trading is able to actually be involved in the market and learn and also earn. Yeah. So all of this is honestly for you. So are we enjoying this? I'd like to see feedback. All right. Okay, in that case, let's just pretty much end it here. And then I'll continue sending updates as to how, perfect, I love that, thank you. We'll continue sending updates as to how this trade eventually plays out. And I'm going to add another screenshot highlighting the third point of interest as well. And then, yeah. Now, for those of us who don't know how to calculate our risk, you should use tools like NForex. When you go, let me open that up. NForex.com, although when you're trading gold now, you may not be able to calculate gold here, because it does not have gold as a currency pair. So you can open a demo account and take certain positions on your demo account before taking them live. But if you're trading other asset classes like GU, USD, JPY, and all of that good stuff, use your NForex tool first. Calculate your risk to return first before you place the trade so that you're not now, dilly-dallying when the trade has already been. All right, then. Okay, with that being said, let's pretty much wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the word, tell more people about this community, and let us all grow together. Okay? See you soon. Bye.